of AI in healthcare. Shiva was also credited for uncovering a major security hole in the early days of internet, which led to complete redesign of internet-facing email and banking sites. Let's welcome Shiva.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And as always, I don't know when lunch started, but people are already eating. I'll make this short. Someone told me that if you cannot deliver your message within 7 minutes, then you don't know what you're talking about. So I'll be less than 7 minutes. I have a deck. I don't know whether it's working. Is it good? Yeah, 1 minute. So I know many of you don't need anything more than that I know about AI. All of you are using ChatGPT. How many of you have already used ChatGPT, if I can get? All right. So many of you already know what AI is. So my talk is about not what is going to be in the future, but since stuff that we already know, that we are already using daily. And very importantly, I want to focus on healthcare AI, which is my closest to my heart. So next slide, please, if you don't mind. Yeah. ChatGPT just came out of the 4.0, you probably know, already you all used it. I had a nice little video that I will want to play. If you go to the next slide, if you don't mind. Yeah, to the next slide. Just advance the slide. So we can play it. Yeah, click on it. So they basically came out as something that essentially mimics a human being in 4.0, right? It has eyes. I don't know, can you play? No? Okay, it's alright. So basically they said ChatGPT 4.0 has eyes, ears, and also it has everything that other than I can hug you in a sense, right? So basically the guy in this video is taking a ChatGPT 4.0.
The king in residence at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks like the king is in residence right now. The royal standard flag is flying above Buckingham Palace, which is the signal that the monarch is present. How exciting to be there while the king is home.
Try and tell me exactly what they're doing right now, please.
Right now the ducks are gently gliding across the water. They're moving in a fairly relaxed manner, not in a hurry. Occasionally, one of them will dip its head under the water, probably looking for food, and then pop back up.
I even know when a taxi is coming with its orange light on. I think I'll hail it to get home.
Yes, I spotted one just now. It's heading your way on the left side of the road. Get ready to wave it down.
Great job hailing that taxi. It looks like you're all set to go.
That's a good dog right there.
So that's really the power, right? So basically it has become something that can be your companion. That's a blind person that ChatGPT is helping them move around, right? It's unbelievable. We'll go to the next one. Next slide, yeah. So that's future. So not all of us are running around with some ChatGPT in our pocket, but this is in Japan where robotic AI is already plucking vegetables. People ask me, are farmers are going to be out of jobs? No, because Japan already has a declining population. So they don't have farmers to do this work. So it's really helping them with the population decline. And the entire world is going to have a population decline in about 40 years, right? And we are just speaking, it's going to go down and we need this. It's not going to be a threat. So if we go to the next slide. Yeah, next. So this is something close to my heart as well. I do a lot of research in this subject about how AI is dividing society, right? So if you really go to your Instagram feed, your Facebook feed, your even YouTube, it's only showing things that you like. Only things that you like that feeds into the ego or things. It doesn't show stuff that you are not, you don't like, right? So basically it's showing, that's basically why the world is polarized right now, very specifically because it's showing you things that you want to see and it feeds it into your dopamine in your brain where it's really making you, that's not a good use of AI, I would say, but that's what's basically happening right now. So go to the next slide, if you don't mind. So this we all know, Netflix already uses AI. Again, if you watch a movie, it knows exactly what you watched. It's not based on what the topic of the movie is. Actually, it goes deep inside the movie and finds out interests that you might have liked. things that you're replayed, things that you're rewatched, and based on that it recommends, right, to you. So next slide. Next. I speak fast, sorry. So the previous, okay, can you leave it there? So automatic cars, we already know, Tesla already uses it. It's a matter of time that we are going to have. If you've ever been to China recently, you might see automated taxis picking up people and dropping off. It's already there. It's not something that is in the future. It's like Uber type of service is already available in China with automated. So this is important. This is threat detection. Threat detection is, I know many of you get fake requests for being friends with people. Threat detection is a huge area that AI is already using. It's being used to help you, basically. Hopefully it will do a better job so that people don't lose money. But if you go to the banks, you would already see threat detection AI is already being used. Next slide. So this is my company. We use AI to treat neuromuscular conditions and pain. So we use a sensor and an AI-based app to treat people who had stroke. So when you have a stroke, you get a blood clot in the brain, and that part of the brain now is not functioning. You have a lot of good cells in your brain that's not being used. You could actually rewire so that the healthy part of the brain takes over for the to compensate for the damaged part of the brain. And we use a lot of machine learning and AI for that. This is in use. So the thing I want to talk to you about is these are already in practice. These are not something futuristic. So I'll show you a quick video again. Go to the next one. And you play the video if you don't mind. It's all right. I think it's not playing. It's all right. Don't worry. Yeah. So what you're seeing here is a gentleman who had an accident in India, right? And he lost the ability basically to move his body parts, and he went through coma. Don't worry. Yeah. And he was treated at one of the top hospitals in India, but he basically didn't come back to normal life. So we trained his brain using the software, essentially trying to even help him to hold a cup, and help him to do daily functions, right? With this where he was basically asked to go on disability, and he was the only sole breadwinner in the family. He worked at a bottling factory. He could not even do anything. So we said, let's try this on this person, and we treated him with this, right? I wish you were able to see, if you ever had a chance, go to our website, you can see this, how AI is doing it. And if you go to the next slide, yeah, that video should play. This person, so the same person who wasn't even able to move his body part, he was able to get back and work like this. He's the same guy that you're seeing, yeah? So this is the power of AI, what you can do with even things that are in place. So next slide, that's the last one, and I'm almost 7 minutes if you ask questions. This is drug discovery. So, it takes about 14 years to get a new drug to the market. Many of you work in pharmaceuticals. It's a lot of things that humans manually have to do, find combination of compounds, chemicals, and proteins. This has accelerated drug discovery a lot. So we're going to see cancer drugs come out much faster now due to AI, and also we could build personalized cancer medicine. So, I am as an individual, I might have a different set of body biology, and I could build, I need a different drug than a regular drug that's been done. You all probably know the diabetes drug that we are all taking right now, metformin. Not a single Indian was enrolled in the clinical trial. It was never tested in Indians, right? So, but that's the drug we are taking right now, right? So how do you personalize drugs for our own community-based DNA that we have in our body, or even individualized, right? Individually, I need a diabetes drug. I don't want the regular diabetes drug or a cancer drug. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. That's the power of AI. Thank you so much. Any questions? Okay. Microphone.
That we are in retail pharmacy,
Right.
and retail pharmacies, they work for morning, 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock, long hours and short of help. A lot of work. When you see retail pharmacy, they do 10 different jobs together. How can AI ever, help retail pharmacists to do things their better job?
If somebody hasn't already done it, I think you should start a company to do it, because everywhere there's an application for this. So think about in simple things like a physician's office, where they spend too much time doing paperwork, right? They're not treating you. They're looking at stuff. That's already been automated. So the notes they're taking, it's been automated. The pharmacy, I saw an example in Calgary, Canada, where they have automated some of the normal things that you are doing, picking up the right drug, right medicine. There are robotics that are already there that's been automated. So I think it will help you with the physical movement of stuff, but more importantly also the other clerical work I see that, you don't get the time to talk to the patient who's coming in there, you're doing. And there are a lot we can do, and there are companies already doing. So, but if you're not, I would also encourage many of you to think about stuff that you're struggling right now. There is an application for AI. Yeah, okay, of course, yeah, please. Thank you.
Oh, sir.
No, sir. Thank you.
Hi. Wonderful presentation, and glad to see you, the blind person, being helped by the AI. Apart from all the good things, I am worried about the privacy. Even now, WhatsApp is using AI to search and do things, right? So, what if this entire data falls in the bad hands? Like any other data, but AI is more powerful, right? So, what do you take on that?
So, that's a huge concern all of us should have, right? And I think United Nations has this concern. They think our data is our human right? It's our human right to own our data. It's a broader problem that at this point, I don't think we have an answer other than making sure that we protect our own data, because it's going to end up, it's very much like how atomic bombs, right? If it goes to the bad hands, what do they do with it, right? So there are a lot of regulations necessary. The government has a huge role to play in this. As individuals, we can basically say, do not share our data. So always click the button not to share my data everywhere, right? But they do it already. WhatsApp is using our data, Facebook is using our data already. So then as much as we can protect, it's okay, but its government has the role to play right now, because it's gone out of control already, right?
Correct. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that's probably the last question. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we would like to invite Sunil Hali to give flowers to Mr. Siva.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That question, whatever you spoke is just brilliant. But everybody is generally scared right now that whenever there is a new discovery which is of this size and dimension, it makes a tremendous impact on the society. And there is a little bit of downfall, which is a part of the momentum. And then you climb up again. How do you see the next 5 years with AI?
So definitely we are in the hype cycle. The Gartner has a hype cycle. They always say that. But this is a different thing right now. We are almost like an invention of oil or invention of electricity type of scenario right now. This is not blockchain hype. This is not internet hype. This is not some other hype. This is a real hype, right? So we are at a very inflection point right now. So the impact of AI is going to be big. It's going to be big. But people worrying about losing jobs, it may be in the interim, that could be a problem, right? But I think eventually this will come to a settlement, right? Already we are seeing that in countries that have already lost population, like Japan or rather some of the Nordic countries, right, where AI is needed, even for farming, right? So the jobs I won't be too much worried about, but what it's going to do to the society, I really don't know, right? Because that's, even Sundar was asked, right? Sundar Pichai was asked, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. That's the only question all of us have, right? So we'll wait and see. I wish I had an answer.
Congratulations. Congratulations to ICA, especially Prithvi.
Thank you,
Brother Mahendra, I just saw Mahendra's here. I cannot forget what you have done for the community, especially the Bridgewater Temple project, and now so many projects. And we commit on behalf of our group with you as your voice, as NDTV, Astha TV, Indian Eye, Radio Zindagi. So we are always going to be with you. Let's make it a national organization, which is much needed.
Thank you, Sunil.
Thank you very much.
Sunil Hali, Media Empire.
There's no
He
empire.
takes care of NDTV, Astha, and Radio Jindagi.
It's a
and
constituency.
as a digital magazine, Indian Eye. Thanks, Sunilji. Thank you very much. Shiva, awesome, Shiva.
Thank you, sir.
I think you gave us a good intro to AI. Guys, I think we all have much more to deal with AI. We will get Shiva again back onto our thing, onto our youth program and onto our business program.